Lately, you can't go to Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube without being bombarded by ads about brisket tutorials, brisket classes, brisket how-tos. What the hell, man? Take it easy.
Stop talking!
And before you kill me, I'm not talking about brisket after being cooked. I'm talking about the freaking cooking process. If you look around, you're gonna see a lot of people making money out of teaching others how to cook brisket. And the reason is simple. Brisket is the hardest thing to cook, right? No! I'm not a chef. I don't claim to be one, and I think I will never call myself a chef. I'm just a simple guy that loves to cook tasty things and brag about it in videos. Nah, man, I like to share the way I do things, hoping that someone will learn at least something from it, or even better, get inspired by it and do it themselves. My big fantasy, I know, but you're not watching this video to learn about me. You want to learn about brisket. Because brisket is the most difficult thing to cook right, and because a simple mortar is incapable of capturing the essence of what it represents. And you know what? All that is BS. Brisket is a tough muscle that comes from the pectoral muscles of the cow. Did you ever take a look at Arnold's pectorals? Yes, that's where brisket comes from. The breast or chest. No Arnold chest, of course. Those muscles, as you can imagine, exercise a lot. Every time the cow walks or moves around or even lay on the ground, those are the main group of muscles it uses. And you know, flexing and relaxing will exercise any muscle to the point that it will get tougher and tougher. And there you have it. That is why so many people is scared of cooking brisket. And that's why there is so many people making money out of these other scared people. Brisket is so freaking delicious when it's cooked right that many people believe they cannot make it themselves without help. My take on that? Stop profiting from people's fears. Anyway, today I'm going to teach you how simple is brisket to make and the only steps you need to take to make it happen. This is so simple, even Mr. Georgie can't do it. Mr. Georgie's face, he's like the kids. He likes to eat but not to cook. In any case, here's a list of the things you need to make the perfect brisket at home, better than any restaurant.
What?
Yes, I say it. You know why? Because on top of it resulting in an amazing brisket, you will be proud of making it yourself. Not enough? Well, you can always pay a few $100 to access a video where they will tell you exactly the same things I will tell you now. Your call. Let's get started! Brisket tend to be pretty large, from 7 to 14 pounds. Bigger than that won't fit right on my Weber grill, so that is my size. I got mine at Broward Blvd, my favorite store, and as you can see, this thing looks pretty nice. If you are not in South Florida, you can buy a brisket like this one in Walmart, Costco, or Kroger, or any other butcher place available in your area. The main thing is that you need to make sure you get the entire brisket. Sometimes those stores, they sell the point and the flat, the two brisket muscles, separately, and we want to cook the whole thing. There are three common USDA categorizations for meat: Select, Choice, and Prime. A USDA Choice brisket will be a great choice for this cook. But if you can find a Prime, don't even think about it. Get it! There are many rubs out there created to enhance and make brisket better. But right now, all we need is salt and pepper. Conditions: make sure the salt and pepper you use are coarse or thicker. Fine salt will penetrate the meat way too much and make it salty. I use a pretty standard Weber grill with this gadget I just got from Father's Day, and the only difference to the regular grades is that this gives me more surface to work with. The bases are the same. Now, if you have a gas grill, the gas grill will require something a little bit more complicated. The easiest way to go is to wrap wood loosely in foil and poke it a few times on top and then throw it right on top of the heat. A few chunks of hickory or whatever you can find. In my case, I'm using this barrel wood that has an incredible smell and it was made out of old whiskey barrels. But don't let that intimidate you. Any hardwood will make a great job. Foil, just get the heavy-duty stuff. It is the heck a lot easier to work with. This is technically optional, but cooking is a lot easier when you know how hot your food is. To trim the brisket if you like, and also to slice it later. A samurai sword will work the same. A cooler, also optional, but do you really not have a cooler? If you are allowed to, beer will make the waiting easier and your fantasies better, so you will be prepared to taste the success at the end. Brisket has a large amount of fat on the outside and also in the inside. That's the solid feeling white stuff. As best you can, slice a bunch of that off. Don't worry about getting it all, and skip this step entirely if you feel lazy. Season your brisket. Throw your salt and pepper all over the brisket. If you're planning in advance, now it's time to wrap it up and put them in the fridge. If not, don't sweat it. Well, it's Florida. You don't like the weather? Wait 5 minutes. Remember, if you don't have this gadget, link in the description, you don't want to put your brisket right on top of the heat. Put the coals on one side and the brisket on the other. If you have a gas grill, do exactly the same. Fire in one half of the grill, the brisket on the other half. Get your smoke going. Throw the wood on top of the coals or make your little gas grill smoking pocket. Once your grill is stable at 250 to 275 degrees, that is 121 to 135 Celsius, throw your brisket on the grill and close the lid. Let it be there until the internal temperature of the brisket gets to 165 degrees, 73 Celsius, and if you don't have a thermometer, that will be about 5 hours. I don't know how to convert hours into the metric system, so relax. This is the time for the beers I mentioned before. Open a beer and go and check that awesome channel on YouTube called Salty Tales. They have a lot of useful information and funny videos that will make you spend the next 5 hours in truly happiness. Wrap your brisket. Once we are at the aforementioned temperature, it is time to wrap the brisket. Once you wrap your brisket, it will start releasing a lot of juices, so try to make your wrap as waterproof as possible. Wrap it good and set it back in the grill, this time until it gets to 205 degrees, 96 Celsius. These conversions are gonna make me lose my mind. After about 3 hours, check your brisket. You need something sharp, a chopstick or something like that. Poke your brisket through the foil, and if you feel no resistance at all, take it out. But if you feel a weird resistance, just go and get your samurai sword and just leave it there and check it every 15 minutes. Whenever you decide that your brisket is tender enough, it is time for the cooler. Take that baby out and set them in the cooler where your beer was. Remove all the ice and make sure it is dry. Leave it there until you are ready to eat, but not like next day or something, but within 2 hours. Wrap your brisket. I'm guessing you already know how to do that, or maybe I need to create a video and charge you $100 to teach you that. Just try and save the juices if you can. Those juices are priceless in my house to top sandwiches up. This is important, so important that I made a whole video about it. Check it out in the top right corner or in the description of the video. Eat your brisket. It should taste pretty freaking good and be pretty damn tender at this time. So if you can, get your friends and family to try it, and they will make you feel good by telling you how good your brisket game is. Alright, Miss Ninja, look at these beauties we have here.
Look at it, guys.
Oh man, this is looking good. The smell, guys, the smell is the most amazing
Beautiful.
thing. And this is so simple. You guys can make it, man.
Yes, you can.
You guys can make it. It's not complicated. Follow those really simple rules, and you should be able to do it because that's all there is to it. It doesn't matter how much you pay for a video or a class online or whatever. That's what you're gonna get. You're not gonna get anything else. And if you do that, and then you see this thing and you see this video, you go like, oh my God, I pay so much money.
Sorry.
Miss Ninja, real question before we test it. How many people you think we can fit with this thing? It's important, right?
Why don't we Google it to see what happened?
Check it out. Let's see how many people
We'll
we
say-
can fit with the brisket.
This is about 12 pounds, right?
Yeah, about
Okay.
12 pounds.
So let's do it. I wonder in which house.
It's not in this house, man. That is crazy.
If your brother-in-law is here,
No,
this
forget
whole
about it.
thing will be gone.
Forget about it. All right, Miss Danielle, let's give it a
Yeah,
real
let's give
quick.
it a real quick. Oh my God,
Try.
look, falling apart.
It's so-
All the
You
juices.
can't pull it too much because, let's go.
Let's do it.
Oh my God.
You got it, man.
That's a flat. Wow.
Intense beef flavor. That's what I like.
Let's go real quick
The
for
beef.
the point. Point.
Good.
My goodness. This thing
No.
is delicious and you can make it at home.
Ninja approved.
You can make it at home, man. You can do it.
Yes, you can.
Listen, you might mess up one or two. I know. If you're gonna start with this thing, go and buy a cheapest one you can buy and try it. And you can fix it from there. But I bet you, man, after you do it a few times, you're gonna become a king of the brisket. It's
your
not
house-
complicated. It's nothing crazy. It's simple, and you are going to love it because it's so
Delicious. Oh my
freaking
God.
good.
It is.
Well, let me ask you something, guys. Did we make you hungry?
Did we?
And we have an airplane going on right on top of the house. All right, this guy. If we made you hungry, you have to hit us with a like.
Lots of likes.
I think he's gonna land in the yard or something, man.
Yeah. Ninja. I was like, really? The heck?
Share with your friends and family. Let
Let's
everybody
do
know
so.
about this simple method of making brisket. It's simple, it's easy, everybody can do it. And let me know down in the
Delicious.
comments. How many brisket have you done? They come out good or not? Would you do it? I don't know, whatever, man. Just put it down there in the comments.
Let's do it.
That's all for today, but remember that I love you.
And to all my brisketeers, one's for all and all for one.
All for one.
See you on the next one.
There you go, guys. Musketeers, stop here. Come on.
The brisketeers.